I used to believe I had it all. Beautiful wife, 2 wonderful children, a house with just enough creeks to call a home, and a steady career that paid the bills and then some. From the outside, we looked like a perfect family. From the inside, cracks had begun to form long before anyone noticed. Or maybe they noticed and just stayed quiet, hoping it would all fix itself. It started innocently. A few late nights at work. A new colleague with an easy laugh and a soft voice. I told myself it was just friendship, just a way to break the monotony of marriage that had grown silent and routine. But even I couldn't lie to myself forever. The affair wasn't explosive. It was slow, seductive, a quiet betrayal built on shared glances and whispered regrets. Her name was Lena. She was younger than me, unmarried, and seemed drawn to a void I tried so hard to hide. I didn't love her, not really. I just loved what she made me feel, seen, needed, invincible again. My wife, Sarah, wasn't a fool. She knew something was off. She saw the late nights, the sudden passwords, the absent-minded dinner, but she never accused me outright. She just waited. She watched. I think, deep down, she hoped I would come to my senses, that I would remember what we'd built. Then our daughter found out. Emma, 14 and too smart for her own good. She read a text I'd forgotten to delete. Something careless and intimate. She didn't cry. She didn't yell. She just looked at me like I was someone else entirely. "You're not who I thought you were," she said. Then she walked out of the room and didn't speak to me for 3 days. That was when the shame started to crack open my chest. Not when I kissed Lena. Not when I lied to my wife. Not even when I started sleeping in the guest room. It was when I saw the betrayal in my daughter's eyes, the sudden wall she put up where love used to live. I tried to fix it. I ended things with Lena. I told Sarah everything. Confessed like a criminal, thinking maybe honesty could be a form of penance. But it was too late. The damage was done. Sarah didn't scream. She just nodded, as if she'd known the truth would land like this someday. "I would have forgiven you," she said quietly, "but you didn't even give me the chance." Emma refused to look at me. She treated me like a stranger, polite and cold, as if I were a guest who overstayed his welcome. I still don't know what made me do what I did next. Maybe it was cowardice. Maybe pride. Maybe I want to start fresh, rewrite the story before it buried me alive. I took our younger son, Caleb, 5 years old, still innocent to it all, and I left. I didn't leave a note. I didn't pack much. I didn't explain. I just took him, drove off before dawn, and didn't look back. I told myself I'd send for them. I told myself they didn't need me anymore. But the truth? I wanted to hurt them. I wanted Sarah to feel a piece of the emptiness I felt, and I knew taking Caleb would rip something out of her. I told Caleb we were going on an adventure, that Mommy and Emma would meet us soon. He believed me, like children do, trusting without question. I rented a small apartment in a town 3 hours away and enrolled him in a new preschool. I got a job under a different name. I blocked Sarah's number. I ghosted my own life. The days passed like ghosts, quiet, haunted, never truly full. Caleb asked about his sister, about his mom, about the dog we left behind. I made up stories, half-truths meant to comfort him, but guilt has a way of showing itself in unexpected ways. I couldn't sleep. I lost weight. I started hearing Emma's voice in my dreams, calling me a coward. Eventually, Sarah found us. It took her 7 weeks. She showed up outside the preschool, holding Emma's hand, both of them hollow and furious and relieved. We didn't talk. She called the police, but I hadn't broken any custody laws. No one pressed charges. No one needed to. The look on her face was punishment enough. She didn't take Caleb back that day. She didn't scream or beg. She just looked me in the eyes and said, "You've already lost everything. You just don't know it yet." She was right. Over the next year, I tried to rebuild. I got therapy. I wrote letters to Emma. She never answered. I sent money to Sarah she never cashed. Caleb stayed with me. But even he began to change. He grew quieter, sadder, and one day he asked me, "Why don't they want us anymore?" That broke me in a way no affair ever could. I told him the truth, as much of it as I could in words a 6-year-old could understand. That I made mistakes, that I hurt people, that the people we love the most are the ones we have to fight hardest not to lose. I haven't seen Sarah or Emma in almost 2 years. I hear about them sometimes through mutual friends. Emma's in high school now. Sarah went back to school to finish her degree. They're doing fine without me, and I live every day with that knowledge. I cheated on my wife, and my daughter turned against me. I took my other kid and left them with nothing, except the weight of my absence, the ache of betrayal. I thought I could start over. But you can't build a new life on the ashes of a family you burned down yourself. Sometimes, the worst punishment isn't losing them. It's knowing they're better off without you.